Well, leaders with the Downtown Memphis Commission say they're adding more security after Tuesday's shooting in Tomley Park, where a teenage girl was hurt. Action News 5's Caitlin Miller live now for us this evening. And Caitlin, they say making sure people feel safe is key because, of course, more people are going to be headed that way.
Yeah, Joy, you know, people are out here today enjoying the warmer weather, but Tuesday's shooting was the third in downtown Memphis in just 3 days' time. And obviously leaders at the DMC say these trends are leading to safety concerns, especially for those who are just trying to enjoy peace in the park.
And then it just like pow, 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 pow. And we both like immediately, grabbed our kids and dropped to the ground. And of course, it's a park, so there's really not anywhere to hide.
That was the reality for one mother who says she was just a few feet away with her children when the shooting happened at Tomley Park Tuesday. And it was a sunny day, too. It's an uptick the Downtown Memphis Commission says they plan for when warm temperatures start rolling in.
Whenever the weather shifts, you will see more boots on the ground, officers, walking the streets, and you'll see more, especially at nighttime, you'll see more officers just around to engage with the crowd.
Downtown Memphis Commission CEO Shondell Ryan says event organizers are responsible for acquiring security to ensure they have a safe and successful event, not the city or MPD. But for larger events, Ryan says there can be certain requirements to ensure a safe, successful day.
It just depends on the location of where the event is downtown. If there are large numbers of people, then there are some requirements that MPD will put on the event hosts to ensure that people are safe. Absolutely.
The Memphis Safe Task Force tells Action News 5 there are no plans right now to increase the number of guard members or enforcement assigned to the team downtown. Leaders say they assess needs daily and can shift resources as needed, taking planned events into consideration as families seek to enjoy downtown Memphis feeling safe. Yeah. Another nugget in terms of security, Memphis River Parks Partnership does employ park rangers to patrol the park, but these employees are unarmed. Live in downtown, Caitlin Miller, Action News 5.